Students, today's we start chapter number 6, Introduction to MS Excel 2010 part 2. How to insert text number and formula. Follow the step, enter text and or number in MS Excel 2010 worksheet in figure number 6.4. This is the figure number. The cell where data has to be entered should be made active. Type the value and process enter. Third, on clicking the formula bar, two small buttons appears on its left. A cancel button with a symbol of a cross, just like this symbol. This is used to cancel the data and enter without having to press the delete key. Enter button with symbol tick mark. This is the symbol of tick mark. This is used to enter data without having to press the enter key. This is the inserting data in MS Excel 2010 sheet. This is the cancel button. This is the name box. You can see that. This is the inserting function. This is key. Enter button, right, and active cell. This is the active cell, and this is the formula bar. Inserting formula. It begins with an equal sign. Any kind of formula can be created in MS Excel. Once the formula is entered, the calculation is executed immediately and the formula itself is visible in the formula bar. The formula can include the address of the cell whose values will be manipulated with appropriate operator placed in between. This is the formula may consist of only values, for example equal to 5 plus 7, combination of number and cell address, for example a1 plus a1 plus 3, then only cell address, for example equal to d2 plus e2. Cell alignment. Cell can contain text numbers or mathematical formula. By default, text enters are left aligned. This is the text left aligned. Number are right aligned. This is the number are right alignment. This is the text left alignment. Formula being with equal to sign. These are left aligned before the enter key is pressed. After pressing the enter key, it gives the answer in numbers which are right aligned or text which is left aligned. This is the formula equal to sum. Inserting rows and columns. In a worksheet, you can edit rows, columns and cell. The height of rows and the width of columns can be easily adjusted depending on your need. Let us study them here. How to insert rows. How to insert rows. Select the row label before which a new row is to be inserted. Click on the Home tab. Then in the cell group, click on the Insert drop-down list. Then From the drop down list, select Insert Sheet Rows. A new row will be inserted above the selected. This is the selected row label. You can see that selected row label. This is the selected row label. Insert sheet rows option. This is the insert sheet rows option. Select the row by clicking on the row label, right click on the mouse and choose the insert option from the shortcut menu. A new row is added above the selected row. How to insert columns? Select the column label. This is the column label. Select the column label before which a new column is to be inserted. Click on the Home tab. In the Sales group, click on the Insert drop-down list. From the drop-down list, select the Insert Sheet column. This is the drop-down list and Insert Sheet column options. A new column will be inserted before the selected column. This is the figure of inserting a column in MS Excel 2010. Inserting worksheets. You can shuffle between different worksheets using sheet tabs. These are placed just above the status bar. Sometimes the default number of sheets available are not enough for work. More sheets need to be added to meet the requirement. In such a case, follow these steps. Click on a Home tab. Second, in the Sales group, click on the Insert drop-down list. Third, follow drop-down list, select Insert Sheet. You can see the figure number 8. This is the Insert Sheet option. You can choose Insert Sheet option. A new sheet will be inserted before the selected worksheet. Click on Inserted Worksheet tab above in the status bar. A new sheet named Sheet 4. It is the Inserted Worksheet tab. This is the figure of new worksheet insert tab. Quick key. To insert a new worksheet in a workbook, you can click on Shift plus F11. Next lecture, we can study inserting cells, resizing row length and column width, and deleting worksheets, rows, columns and cells. Thank you, students.